And hey guys, Romantics here, bringing you another Grimworks Productions kind of look into D2. And this is the Warlock, this is the Dawnblade. So we're going to check out the subclass and see what it says. So it does have Heat Rises, Airborne Kills recharge your grenade and melee energy, casting Daybreak instantly refills your ability energy, which is, this is Daybreak, this is your super. Which weaves solar light into blades and smite your foes from the skies. Uh, also do have Winged Sun, which is engage your enemies mid-flight, fire weapons, and throw grenades while gliding. So it looks like you have the, what is it called? The first one, I think Angel of Light or something. I have no idea what it was called, because I didn't use that much. But it looks like you have that perk pretty much free up. Swift Strike. Strike an enemy with a melee ability to burn your target and temporarily increase your movement and reload speed. That is really cool. Icarus Dash. The attunement of the sky. So you press R3, R3, and you get a mid-air dodge. So that is really cool. You do have grenades. You do have your solar, which act the same way. Just exactly as you would think they would. Firebolt, again, track, just not as powerful as they once were, and fusion grenades. So they're stickies, but again, not like D1 where they will kill in one hit, especially in PvP, which I haven't played as of right now, which I'm going to soon. But yeah, we also do have Healing Rift. These are the two rifts that you can do. So you press and hold R3, and this is a Healing Rift to conjure a wall of light that continuously heals those inside it. And then Empowering Rift, you hold R3 to conjure a wall of light that increases weapon damage for those inside. So it's just a matter of how you like to play. I probably go with healing just because I tend to take a lot of damage because I'm not very good. But going on to the actual movement, it looks like you have Strafe Glide, which is jump while airborne to activate glide and start an airborne drift with strong directional control. So that would probably be better for bunny hopping, but I'm not too sure. Burst glide, jump while airborne to activate glide and start an airborne drift with a strong initial boost of speed. And balance glide, jump while airborne to activate glide and start an airborne drift with both moderate speed and directional control. So maybe balance is the way to go. We're gonna have to test that out in PvP. But these are some of the other, I guess, nodes that you can unlock. But you see, you need upgrade points. So they're actually going a little RPG-ish here, where you can get upgrade points. How do you do it? I don't know. We'll find out soon, hopefully. But Igniting Touch. This is strike an enemy while this melee ability to burn them and cause them to explode when killed. You also have Faded for the Flame. Daybreak projectiles seek targets as they travel and upon impact launch a streak of deadly flames. So okay, tracking on your little, what are they called? Daybreak projectiles. I didn't really give it a full name. But Everlasting Fire, killing an enemy with Daybreak exceeds its duration. And we also have Phoenix Dive. Hold R3 while mid-air to quickly descend and restore your health. While Daybreak is active, descend causes explosive damage. Oh, okay, so that's where you actually spike the ground. Okay, I've seen that before. So, Dawnbreaker looks really cool, especially this little picture it shows you it. It's awesome. I'm excited for the class, but next we're going to be talking about Voidwalker, and Voidwalker is my absolute favorite in D1, so let's see how they work that. Okay, and with the Voidwalker, give me one second. That's a really cool picture. I like it. I like the little helmet too. Give me one second, guys. Good. I had to check that my mic was on because I've been doing that recently. Let's start off from the top. Bloom. Avoid ability kills cause enemies to explode. Okay, so Bloom stays the same. Chaos Accelerant. Hold R1 to draw power from your super to overcharge your grenade, making it deadly and more effective. That is really cool. You can sacrifice some of your super energy, maybe your full super, and you just want to use enough to get maybe one last kill with a grenade or prime, something like that. That could be super useful. I want to see how that works out. Entropic Pool. Strike an enemy with this melee ability to drain your enemy's life force and use it to recharge your grenade. Okay, that's cool. But I really like Energy Drain, which would give you, or Life Drain, I'm sorry. That would actually give you life. That's cool that it does recharge your grenade, though. Cataclysm. Nova Bomb travels slowly and seeks enemies. Detonations shatter into smaller seeker projectiles. Fire your weapon at the Nova Bomb to detonate it early. That is really cool. That's why it moves so slow. Okay, alright. So Nova Bomb hurl an explosive bolt of void light at the enemy, disintegrating those caught within the blast. So, okay. You do have vortex grenades, so same thing as you did before. Axion bolts, the bolts of void that forks into smaller bolts on impact that seek out enemies. I wonder how long that tracks. Probably not far. Scatter grenade, a grenade that splits into many sub-munitions and covers a large area with multiple explosions. Alright. Healing Rift, of course, and the Empowering Rift. So that stays the same no matter what for the Warlock subclass. Now we're moving on to the actual jumps. Now, like I said, we have Strafe Glide, same as it was before. Jump while airborne activates glide. Start airborne drift while strong direction control. My favorite, and I was kind of disappointed with it when I saw it. I want to try it out, so hopefully we'll have some more, to say about it later. But Blink, jump while airborne to teleport a short distance. Now they did keep the blind HUD, for a little bit. Kind of upset about that, but it's very within the theme of the overall class. If you're able to blink, you're gonna kind of be disoriented. So I like that. I like that part of it. It's just in game. I know it's gonna kind of cause some problems. Burst Glide as well. So it's this one with a strong initial boost of speed to begin with. So okay, same. And then we have this. So Devour. Kill enemy with melee ability to fully regenerate your health. For a short time afterward, kills restore additional health. Okay, so this is the hunger, basically. That's cool. Feed the Void. Hold L1 to consume your grenade energy to regenerate your health. Grants the Devour effect. Okay. So basically, this is double, where you get to consume your grenade energy to regenerate health, and then you can regenerate your health with a melee ability kill. Okay, so they kind of feed off each other. I like that. I really do. Insatiable. While Devour effect is active, alright, killing enemies extends its duration and recharges your grenade. Okay, that's cool. And Vortex. Nova Bomb creates a singularity which continuously damages enemies trapped inside. Okay, so instead of it tracking, that's basically you're just kind of standard Nova Bomb. Okay. Alrighty, next up, the Titan. This is the Sentinel class. This is what everybody's oohing and ahhing about right now. They have great pictures here. Great pictures. Alright, starting off. Turn the Tide. Your overshield from defensive strike lasts longer and increases melee damage and reload speed. Rallying force melee kills restore health for you and nearby allies. Defensive strike. Kill an enemy with this melee ability to create an overshield around you and nearby enemies. Okay. Alright. And then Ward of Dawn. When super energy is full, press and hold L1 R1 to create a shielding dome to protect you and your allies. So, all that sounds pretty cool. I mean, okay, so really about melee kills for some reason with this one, but yeah, it looks good. The fact that you have a Ward of Dawn along with just a Sentinel, and then you create an overshield for yourself. Is it? Yeah. But yeah, in PvE, I can only attest to because I haven't tried PvP with a Titan. But I've been getting wrecked by them all pretty much all the way since Tuesday from this guys. But They do seem really cool. Let's go on to the grenades. Magnetic grenades, a grenade that attaches to enemies and explodes twice. So there you go, you're sticky. Then you have the void wall grenade, a grenade that creates a horizontal wall of burning void light. And then suppression grenades, an explosive grenade that prevents enemies from using abilities for a short time. So pretty much what we had last time, except yeah, pretty much what we had last time. I don't remember, just because Titan's not my main class. If Void Wall was just a Vortex grenade, I should double check. But Void Wall sounds right. But this is a Sentinel Shield, so press L1, R1 to summon a shield of Void Light. While Sentinel Shield is active, press R1 to attack, and L2. Hold L2 to guard. Okay, so that's where L2 comes in. And press L1 to perform a shield throw. Shield throw is a little wonky, especially since you can only throw it once, and then there's a cooldown for it. But yeah, Towering Barricade. Now these are the class, I guess the class specials. I have no idea how to pronounce. Oh, skills. Class skill. There he goes. Towering Barricade. Press and hold R1 to create a large barrier that can be used to reinforce position with cover from enemy fire, and then press and hold R1 to create a small barrier that allows you to peek over it while aiming down sights, and which instantly reloads your equipped weapon when you take cover. So that right there is really cool. That's why you see people using a short one, just because it gives you that instant reload. So you can go into a firefight. That's pretty damn good. And then you have High Lift, jump while airborne to activate lift and launch into the air at great heights. Jump while airborne to activate lift and launch into air with strong directional control. That's strafe lift. And then Catapult Lift is jump while airborne to activate lift and launch into the air with a strong initial burst of momentum. Okay, so these are now these that use upgrade points. Shield Bash. After sprinting for a short time, use the melee ability to unleash a devastating Shield Bash that disorients enemy. So that's pretty cool. It gives you. It's cool that it disorients in them. So I wonder how it does that. If it's like a suppression, or if it's like a flashbang sort of thing. That'll be interesting once it's unlocked. Superior Arsenal. So grenade kills recharge your grenade energy. That's not so great, so I probably will never use that. In the trenches, kills while surrounded by enemies reduce the cooldown of your super. Seems useful? I'm not too sure. And then second shield, gain additional shield throw charge while Sentinel shield is active. So cool, you can get 2 shields out of it, or throw 2 shields pretty much back to back. Or I don't know if they maybe split up, I have no idea. But that's actually pretty cool, I like that. So I know this is a strong class, just for the fact that you have 2 supers in one. I will be playing with it, so I'll have maybe some better ideas of how this all goes down. But as for right now, pretty good. I think it's pretty good, and I think a lot of people would agree. But let's see what happens with the other guy. And now we're going on to Striker subclass, and it looks like we're going to start off with Magnitude, and it is again an additional grenade charge, increases the duration of grenade effects. Aftershocks, damaging enemies with Seismic Strike recharges your grenade. Seismic Strike is what we're talking about. While sprinting, activate this melee ability to slam shoulder first into your targets and release an arc explosion on impact. So that's shoulder charge. It's just now called Seismic Strike. And Terminal Velocity, Fist of Havoc's ground slam attack leaves a damage-dealing field in its wake and deals more damage the longer it's in the air. And then the Fist of Havoc. Supercharge your fist and slam the ground with the force of a Maelstrom. And this is cool because now it's a Roman super. You've all seen it. It runs super fast, and you can have multiple slams. So, Flashbang Grenades, an explosive grenade that disorientates enemies it damages. So this is actually pretty good, to be honest with you. I've been hit by this a few times, and your screen goes completely blank, and it takes at least 3 seconds for it to dissipate, like to start dissipating. So it's pretty devastating, to be honest with you. But I've been using pulse grenades. So a grenade that periodically damages enemies inside its explosion radius. So it actually stays there and keeps pulsing. So that's really cool. And then you have lightning grenade, a grenade that sticks to any surface and emits bolts of lightning. So again, same lightning grenade and the same thing. Towering barricade and rally barricade. I also have high lift, strafe lift, and catapult lift, the same ones that were on there before. And then these are the ones that you can unlock later. Frontal assault. Strike an enemy with this melee ability to reload your weapon and increase your weapon stability. So that's cool. Reversal. Melee kills immediately trigger health regeneration. That's really good, actually. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shields increases your melee range and damage. That's cool. I just want to see how that would actually work. And then trample. Killing enemies with Fist of Havoc extends its duration. Okay, so that'll be pretty cool once it does. I was actually just using this in the countdown, and this is awesome in countdown. The fact that you can put out those pulse grenades and pretty much control a zone, along with lightning grenades, you could probably do the same thing. But great for zoning right here. And then, honestly, if you're ballsy, you can use, the seismic strike, shoulder charge. You can use it and actually get some decent damage. The only thing is, it's not gonna one-shot kill. It's not gonna one-hit kill, so you're gonna have to pump in a few shots and then kind of try to build up your actual sprint for this. But it is really cool. I use it more as a almost as a defender. While defender is kind of a offensive one until you get your Fist of Havoc, of course. But I play a little more defensively with pulse grenades and lightning grenades. But honestly, it's an awesome subclass. It's just not getting as much love as the Sentinels we were talking about before. Alright, and we're going to talk about Arc Strider here. Alright, so let's start out from the top over here. Deadly Reach. Dodging increases your melee range, allowing you to lunge further to strike enemies. Combat Flow. Melee kills recharge your dodge ability. So that's actually really cool right there. I'll explain that in a bit. Combination Blow. Kill an enemy with this melee ability to trigger health regeneration and increase your melee damage temporarily. Actually, that's one of the shining spots to this class. And then a lethal current. After dodging, each arc staff hit creates a damaging lightning aftershock. So that is in combination with your arc staff right here. For the Arc Strider, and it's form a staff of pure arc energy and acrobatically take out your foes. Again, now we have skip grenades, so the grenade that splits upon impact, creating multiple projectiles that seek enemies. Flux grenade, an explosive grenade that deals additional damage when attached to an enemy. And Arc Bolt grenade, a grenade that chains bolts of lightning to nearby enemies. And then you have your class skills, and it's Marksman Dodge. So dodge, whichever that may be. I have Puppeteer. I use Puppeteer, so it's R3, R3. But for most people, it's Circle, Circle. And to perform an evasive maneuver with a steady hand. Dodging automatically reloads your weapon. That's actually the one that I think a lot of people do use, but for me, not that great. So I actually use Gambler's Dodge, and it's the same thing for your dodge. Dodge to perform a deft tumble, avoiding enemy attacks. Dodging near enemies fully recharges your melee ability. So this is pretty much why I use it, because it's Night Stalker. It's a Night Stalker role, and it just comes in very useful. And again, if you can dodge nearby enemies fully, it recharges your melee ability. I didn't really pay attention to that part, but that is an awesome added bonus. Then again, you can use with this combination blow. So that actually works pretty well together. But the jumps that you have is high jump, while airborne, jump a second time to reach greater heights. Strafe jump while airborne, jump a second time with strong directional control. And triple jump while airborne, sustain your air control with a second or third jump. So I use triple jump just because that's what I used in D1 and it feels the most natural to me. But we're going to go on to disorientating blow. And it's strike an enemy while this melee ability to disorient the target and nearby enemies. Okay. I wonder how that works. I guess it just gives them a little bit of a blind kind of stuff. Focused breathing. Sprinting recharges your dodge ability, increased maximum sprint speed. So that'll actually be good. And I think a lot of people are saying, oh man, Arc Strider, the actual Arc Staff, the super is just, you can't catch anybody, things like that. I think this will maybe change that once you're able to unlock it. But you also do have combat meditation, while critical wounds, melee, and grenade recharge drastically faster, and lightning reflex. You are harder to kill while dodging. Um, Overall, this is an okay class. The Arc Staff just doesn't work for a lot of people just because they're able to outrun you. But hopefully, once Focus Breathing comes in, and hopefully some tweaks after the beta, it'll at least make it competitive. Because as of right now, it's not competitive at all. The best thing about it is skip grenades, and even grenades aren't that great. Or I should rephrase that. It's not that grenades aren't great. It's that grenades are pretty much where they're supposed to be. They're not too powerful. You don't get them as often, so they're right where they should be. But skip grenades is probably what you want to go with. Flux grenades, uh, again, is good if you can land that actual, if you can actually land the stick. And then Arc Bolt hasn't been pretty much the same since, a long time. So it's a sort of disappointing class for a lot of people. Myself included, because I did like Blades, even though Blades, I didn't see the heyday of Blades. I got in just a little bit after that, so it's kind of disappointing. But hopefully, when the game is fully released, they'll have something to kind of offset that little, I guess, the speed. And I think Focus Breathing will actually do that for you. But let's go on to the actual, I guess, would it be the best? I don't know. We'll talk about it in just a bit. Alright, we're going to be talking about Gunslinger. And we're going to start off right here. Deadshot significantly improves your ability to hit with Golden Gun. Chains of Woe precision kills increased weapons reload speed for you and nearby allies. Explosive Knife. Throw a knife from a distance that explodes shortly after impact with this melee ability. And 6-shooter Golden Gun can be fired quickly up to 6 times but has a shorter duration. And then, yeah, this is Golden Gun. Summon a flaming pistol that disintegrates enemies with solar light. This right here is super true. You can have a lot of shots, but the actual duration is super, super short. You have to pop this in, I wouldn't say in the middle of a fight, but you have to pop it extremely close to a fight just so that you know that you'll get maximum use out of it. Like in Control, where a lot of people are fighting over B, you can maybe go into the little L-shaped rooms that are right by B, and you can pop it there and see if you can get anybody. But it is extremely fast, so you have to be able to read the situation a little better. But it does, this Chain of Woe, I like this, that it does reward you for precision kills. But let's go on to the grenades. It does have Incendiary Grenade, whose explosion catches enemies on fire. Swarm Grenade, a grenade that detonates on impact, releasing multiple drones that seek nearby enemies. and Trip Mine Grenade, an explosive grenade that sticks to surfaces and detonates upon enemies who pass through its laser trigger. Swarm Grenades are where you want to go. Out of these three, it's Swarm, then Incendiary, and then Trip Mine. Trip Mines have gotten a little bit slower, like in their activation. I do like Incendiary just because of that bounce, especially, again, I'm going to be talking a lot about PvP. There's specific cases in which I threw it at B, intending it because I knew they were hiding right under the ledge, so just kind of throw it as far as you can, it'll pop up and give you the most damage. But Swarm Grenades are by far what you want to use just because it controls the zone so well. The little drones that actually seek, they track for a bit, so you're gonna have to outrun it for a bit. Use Swarm Grenades, that's the best. And then again, Marksman Dodge and Gambler's Dodge. Like I said, I use Gambler's Dodge. Then High Jump, Strafe Jump, and Triple Jump. Again, Triple Jump just because that's where I like to be. Okay, this is the ones that you can hopefully soon unlock. But it is Knife Juggler. Throw a knife from a distance. Precision knife kills with this melee ability. Immediately recharges. And then Practice Makes Perfect. Enter a trance with each precision hit, reducing the cooldown of your super. That's cool. The fact that they're rewarding you for being a precision marksman, that's going to be really cool. Maybe you can get supers, 2 times in a game, something like that. Crowd Pleaser enables precision damage with Golden Gun. Precision hits with Golden Gun generate orbs of light. So that's the only way it's actually going to generate an orb of light. So that's cool. And then Line 'em Up. Precision hits with Golden Gun increases its damage and extends its duration. That hopefully is better than this right here, the 6-shooter. I would much rather have less shots, knowing that I can kind of chase down a lane and see if I can get some kills there. So yeah, Gunslinger I think is way better than Arc Strider, but again, this is just a beta, and we're just trying to see what the new game will bring us, what the full game will bring us. But that about wraps it up for all the subclass talk. Sorry that I kind of mix up words. I'm just super excited about this game, to be honest with you. It's so much fun, even though it's frustrating. If you don't have a team or at least one person with you where you can communicate and try to win these games, because I've been putting up some okay numbers, or at least going positive at the very least. But that's not everything. I do want to win, and they've made it more a team-based game, and I'm okay with that. It's just having to get used to it. And again, this is just the beta, so I'm very excited for the full game. But thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on the Grimworks channel. Once Destiny 2 hits, we will be covering it, or at least I will be covering it a lot more. And if you want to see some Destiny gameplay, especially these next few weeks where I'm going to concentrate on just the beta, and each week is going to cover a different class, go ahead and you can go to Romantic88 on YouTube and just subscribe there. I would really appreciate it if you would follow us both. But thank you for watching. My name is Romantix, and I'll see you at the tower, or actually in Destiny 2, I'll see you at the farm or something.